Hi there, just a bit of an update clip of what's gone on over the weekend and the week. Tomato cuttings, eggplant cuttings, still surviving. We'll have a bit of a dig around in the dirt later this week and see how it's going below the surface. A couple of things we purchased on the weekend, some minuet lettuce just to give the new bed down the back a head start. A couple of pots of dill, purchased them from a local farmer who sells his wares at the local markets. Sacred basil cuttings, out of the 7 we've got left, another one is keeled over, so we've got 6. Also bought a new bay laurel tree. Bianca's other one's not looking too good, so I thought we'd have a fresh start and try this one. Rightio, off down the back. They're just some buckets I'm letting the chlorine dissipate out of. I'm just going to flush out the tank we brewed the compost tea in. There's a lot of sediment down the bottom, so give that a flush out. Went for a walk in a local nature reserve on the weekend and came across this, a bit of debris from the flood. Heaps of debris still around different places. We saw a large LPG propane gas tank, a vegetable pallet, a big crate for holding, looks like pumpkins or some sort of melons, countless fuel tanks, plastic drums, pot plants, all sorts of bits of plastic. Some empty compost containers. 2 of the bins and one of the carboys went into the new bathtub bed down the back. The other carboy went into this bed here, along with some screened compost fines. I'll insert a bit of a clip here just to show you what we did with that. This is some compost that was cooking for a week or 2 or 3, and it comes out in big chunks, as you can see. So what we want to do is we want to make it nice and fine, like this, just to break up the texture of the soils we already have. Smells beautiful. Have a whiff. Yeah, it's got blood and bone through it, some mineral dust. This lot I think had a bit of chook manure in it, I can't remember. But yeah, pretty much whatever we got laying around. Oh, and some mushroom compost too. I found a lump of mushroom compost before. Anyway, this is what we do with it, just to break it down, to make it thin out the soils a bit more, stop them from clumping. Two-thirds of a wheelbarrow full. And that will be going on this bed, which has already had this container of compost, raw chunky compost put through, and Bianca's sprinkled some cracker dust and blood and bone on it already. But this is the condition of the soil that we're working with in this bed. There's not much life, I don't think, really in there. It's just mainly just sand, hardly any organic matter bar the container of compost we've put through. So I'll be putting through that wheelbarrow full of screened compost, and hopefully that'll improve it a little bit. And into there we're going to be putting the elephant garlic. Rightio. This is the Kaffir lime, Tahitian lime bed with the onions and garlic in between. The mini purplet onions have decided to make an appearance. Very happy about that. The Lockyer whites still haven't, but I'm not too worried. There's a whole little cluster of them up the back there. A bit hard to see, I know. I did a happy dance yesterday when I saw them all pop up. Round the corner, I had to construct a little makeshift greenhouse using some old fly screen frames. As for the... there we go. As for the Brussels sprouts, the sun in the afternoon on the 35-degree Monday absolutely caned the new mangel wurzel shoots. We lost all bar 3 in the first row behind that screen that I put up, so I had to replant them. Hand pollinated our first zucchini yesterday. There's the evidence. Very, very chuffed about that. As for germination of seeds, bit bright out here this morning, so they're the nates too. These are the dragon. They're the 2 rows of carrots we've got. Everything got a real decent feed with the compost tea we did up yesterday. And this is the leftover Brussels sprouts, the climbing sugar snap peas, purple kohlrabi's all done real well. They're the dumpelet, I think they're pronounced, eggplants. I actually don't think Kira planted any in the cells up under the house, so we just planted some more just to make sure. There should be around about, there's 4 in each cell, so possible 32. We only want 4, so the rest will be given away. The sugarloaf cabbage in this bed have come on really strong. That's some more surviving mango wurzel, some kohlrabi, white, the seeds are purple, some more climbing sugar snap peas. Over here we have the rainbow silver beet, has popped up really nicely. Some more sugarloaf, and I've interplanted the sugarloaf with a few more rainbow silver beet. The Lockyer Gold onions haven't made an appearance as of yet. I'm not too worried about that. I've heard that they take a while to germinate. The beetroot, the 2 middle rows here got a good lashing of the compost tea, and the outside 2 rows are going to be left as controls. Around the corner we've had some beans appear. We've had all bar 1 actually shoot through the surface. I know that one is going to shoot because I had a sneak peek yesterday afternoon. He's just below the surface. 9 of these have been given the compost tea, and these 3 here haven't. So we'll just see what happens with those. The 2 cauliflowers, those 2 dark spots, they basically rotted in the ground, so I've dug some of the soil out, dug some more compost through, and put a couple of purple cauliflowers in there, seeds, just to see what happens. We transplanted the spring onions from the old spring onion carrot bed down here, gave them a bit of a haircut. They should straighten up fairly soon and do well. Dug through a whole heap of compost through here. This end bed got a half a bag of screened compost dug through it, as well as compost that's previously gone through it. Just getting it ready for the next crop to go in. Still only got 1 market more cucumber. Hard to see there. The other hasn't shot yet. Little interesting note. I think we have 2 different types of zucchini here. This is the blackjack. It's got like a grey fleck on the leaves. A bit hard to see. There we go. Grey speckle on the leaves. And there's a very open in the centre here. This other one, which came from the same punnet, is very crowded. The new growth is very crowded in the centre, and it's got none of the silver flecking on the leaves. So we think we've actually got a different type of zucchini here, so we'll just see what happens there. I'm chuffed because there's more fruit on this one than the supposed blackjack here, so that's all good. The Cape gooseberries are going great guns. We've got little fruit forming under their little capes, so that's good. More flowers coming. This is the new bed. It's a bathtub bed. The seed tape we've made upstairs. 2 rows of carrot are going to go in here. Some of the seedlings, the minuet seedlings, and maybe a row of minuet seed tape as well. So we'll see what happens there. Morning, ladies. Let you out soon. Interesting thing with the ginger here. Not only do we have heaps of new growth, but we have 3 flower buds coming up. So very excited about that, to see what they're going to look like. At the markets yesterday we actually saw a turmeric in flower. That's these guys here. They didn't look anywhere near as healthy as ours, bit of a brag. But yeah, had a very beautiful purple flower, totally different to the ones that the galangal threw earlier this year. So that's about it as far as updates in the garden go. I might edit in a few bits and pieces about the making of this bed and screening of the compost and why we do it. And also a little clip about some purchases we made at the market this week. Sunday morning, Koo and I went to the markets and we picked up a pineapple for $2. A purple, what we were told, is a sweet potato. I'm not convinced that it is yet. We're going to do a bit more research on that. And a elephant garlic. The elephant garlic was $5. I felt around and grabbed one with 8 cloves, as many cloves as I could find. Works out a lot cheaper than the stuff we bought elsewhere. Grown locally out at Grantham, west of Ipswich. So that'll be going in the garlic bed as well as the other elephant garlic we purchased. And the purple garlic. Have a good one.